Hello, how are you? This is JilliBling, and I have a project to share that my friend Laurie made, that my friend Robin made. So here is my sample. I'll show you Laurie's card. I have it here. And then for Robin's original, look up or search Really Robin, and she put out the post on August 1st. So you can see lots of ideas with this card, this layout. Isn't that fun? So I want to do one today using the golden greenery. Let me show you Laurie's sample. So here is Laurie's. Fun stuff. So today I want to use the new set Autumn Expressions. I plan on using this set in November for a November class, but I wanted to play with it today. I think it's perfect for autumn. And I love the words. I love the font on it. This sample, I used Thoughtful Wishes and the dies. And I've had it sitting here. I haven't used it. I tried and I had so much fun. Are you wondering, where do these little flowers come from? I'll show you about that today, just because I had no idea. I knew that the dies would cut out the images, plus a few other things, but I had so much fun making this last night. And Autumn Expression dies to cut out the different images. It cuts out these three, the leaf, the wheat, and the wood grain, wood stump. And I used Unbounded Love dies for this sentiment. Thoughtful Wishes. So here's all the ones I haven't used yet. Okay, so set this off to the side. What do I have over here? We'll use glue dots. Oh, on this one, I don't know. I'll make sure when I put it on my blog, I'll take a picture so you can see. But I did a whole bunch of little trio of dots just to act as a background. You see it right there? It's really faint. You might be able to see it better on that one. Some of these are a little bit bigger, like right here, here, here. I was going to put it on the flowers, but the flowers are looking so perfect, I just leave them alone. And this from Unbounded Dies is fun. It's one die. And it cuts out two pieces. So the Fresh Freesia is one piece, and the Blackberry Bliss is a second piece. And that all comes from the one die, which at first I was like, what's going on here? But now that I know it does it, it's like, that's an opportunity to make it two-tone. So these flowers, let me show you about that. I first thought, okay, in silver behind the thistle stamp, which I used right in here, and I did it as stamp off just so you could write over the top of it. I thought I'll stamp this, cut it out with the dies, and then I would take some of these other just kind of random greenery and put it behind it. I'm like, those look almost the same. Wait a minute. If I cut it out twice, it accentuates the flowers. So I want to show you about that today. And then we'll make the card. So, and somehow today I want to use this new ribbon. We talked about that. Oh, and did you notice this beautiful ribbon? This is in the Holiday Mini Catalog. Blackberry Bliss with gold trim. And it's a little bit, a hint sheer. I don't know if you could see that or not, but it's beautiful ribbon. So here's the ribbon. It is called Blackberry Bliss in Gold textured ribbon. Okay, so these are the two dies. This is how they cut out. So this one has no flowers on it. This one does have flowers. Okay, and so all you really do is layer it, but wait, there's an opportunity to make it kind of like 3D. Look at the difference in the flowers when you add just a little bit of color with a sponge dauber. So here's a sponge dauber. I might have enough ink on here. It doesn't take very much. So let me get my snips. That just goes on top. I guess you could do the same with that and maybe a darker color ink. So I'm just getting the base of the flower. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And I'm not worried about getting ink on the rest of the flower because it's going to be covered up with the Mossy Meadow die cut piece. I should do half. I'll do most of them and then I'll say, okay, what do you like better? It's like, why haven't I done this sooner? You could do like a whole bouquet in all different colors. So this is going to layer on top, and I just did it with liquid glue, and it's easy to lay it on top. Okay, so, well, this is going to be Mossy Meadow on top of Mossy Meadow. There, can you tell how pretty the little flowers are with just a hint, and you see how quick that goes. Just a hint of sponge dauber. Fun. I didn't know. I should have looked through my stuff a little bit better. Okay, let's get on to today's project. So all of the paper cut sizes are in the video description, including the score lines. So here are all the papers. And we'll use a little bit of vanilla paper for the images. Oh, these things. I haven't touched them yet. Druzy is adhesive back embellishments. I want to put the gold on this project somehow. And I have to admit, they're gold and silver. I haven't kind of finalized. I know what elements I want, but so, the Golden Greenery designer paper, beautiful paper. We will use this oxidized copper designer paper, and that's for, I have some done. This is a die that comes with this die set. So a few of those. And this is what I used for this paper. And did you know it is on, I think, the clearance rack, and it's called, I think, Favorite Flowers. And it's so beautiful. The images with the black background, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So don't overlook it. Look at that one. But it's all beautiful paper. Let me see, because I have a little sticky that has the name of the paper on it. And some are real safe. I'll put it in the description, video description, where I say this is a list of the products used to make this card. Okay, so let's start out by doing the score lines. And like I said, I'll put all this so you don't have to write anything down. It's in the video description. Druzy dots. We're going to use these today. Okay, so when you have something all lined up, isn't it hard to disrupt it? Here we go. Okay, so on this top base piece, cut to 10 by 3 3/4, I'm going to score it at 2 4 6 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, we did that. Oh, maybe I could reassemble it. This is all that golden greenery paper. It is so hard to cover that up. See, if I do that, you're not going to see the little things for cutting out and stamping, because it's got so much bling to it. Okay, there's that. And now for this base paper, this piece right here, this is cut to 8.5 by 5.5. Okay, off with y'all. And it is scored at 1/4 inch. Two and a quarter. 6 1/4. 8 1/4. Okay, and don't want to lose that pretty little thing. And then I'm going to cut it 1.5 inches from the bottom, right here to 4. And this doesn't have to be perfect. And then from 1.5 inches, same thing over here. Inch and a half, and I'm looking at the center marker on my cutting blade and then getting it right here up to the ruler. Then to 4. And if it's too much, too little, it's okay, because what we're cutting is, make sure you can see this little flap right here that we're going to put glue on that will hold the top portion. Okay, I think we're done with this. So now I'm going to cut off these little chunks. And again, it's just hidden. It acts as a mechanism, and no one will see it. Okay. So let's get to building this. And I haven't done this. Oh, it's so hard to cover that up. I haven't done this. I did the one sample, but I haven't done this one, so I don't know how all the pieces are going to go on. We'll find out. I think when working with beautiful stuff, you can't go wrong. This paper, I love this paper. You could tell by how much I have. Even that Favorite Flowers, before, when it was all the rage, everyone was using it, I bought so much of it. Then it went away, and I'm like, oh, what do I do now? But I kept it, because I like it. I think I have this paper on a little crooked, because when I'm laying it up, I see the pattern narrow, then over here it's a whole new one. I don't know. Ooh, is that gonna work? Do you ever do this? Pull papers up? Kind of makes me think I should use a different adhesive, a stronger adhesive. Oh, I stuck it good there. Okay, well, if it's, let me pull it up. Glue it shall be. So, guess what we're doing today? The kids are meeting us at the state fair, and we're going to see Foreigner. And you would think, you got your kids to go to that? Well, that's because Tony, being a rock and roll diehard, when he was taking them to school, he would rock out to Foreigner and Journey. The kids, they know these songs more than I do. So that's going to be fun. Emma's coming with a friend, and she's coming from Portland and meeting us. And Evan and Michaela are, I didn't cut those straight, coming from here, well, their house. We're all going to meet at the gate because Tony has all the tickets. Okay, that's looking good. These go on the outside. So because Michaela is in her 3rd trimester, you know, I had to look it up. I was like, is that going to be okay for little one? And this said yes, little one hears, but it's very muffled, and it's okay as long as it's not like really deep tones. This is just going to probably be loud. I pulled out my earplugs. I hope I don't forget. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, so we have that part done, which is on this card, Blackberry Bliss and the Mossy Meadow. So now let's work on the top. Isn't that pretty? So I have quite a bit done with the stamping and coloring, but I don't know how I'm going to put it together. Okay, so all these pieces just get, see, that's pretty too. Everything, this whole package of paper is beautiful. And this is an online exclusive, this designer paper. So you could get everything, the whole bundle, everything now, which is lovely. You know, if you keep trying, you're going to get it. So what is your favorite fair food? I was asking Tony last night, so what do you want to get? And he says, I want to get one of those big turkey legs. I'm like, well, that's not unhealthy. We do turkey legs often. He's like, I know, but not like what they do. I'm like, oh, okay. He says, and then beer, and then something else. I don't know what I want to do. It's been a long time since I've been to the fair. That one almost blends in. I was thinking about using, I have this other paper. This one here. This is called Season of Elegance. But that kind of looks a little camouflage-like. And I know that there's 2 prints in here, in the green family. Here's the other one. That's more like painting. But I went with this. This just gets temporary adhesive because I had to stamp on it first. This is for the words. Since it's on the dark, I should just do that right now. Dear friend, in Memento Black. So the words to this set, this bundle, I love them. But they're too big to fit on this little square or even on here. So, ooh, that one came out good. Then I want to cut it to size. Then a little angle. And an angle. There it is. That's going to go on one of the wood things. have all this ready to roll. But don't worry, we're going to do some stamping and coloring on this piece. But these I stamped in copper clay, and I thought that they were a little bit too, like, see how this gets lost on there? So to put a little color behind it, I colored it with the crumb cake blends, and I think that makes it stand out better. But I don't have a plan here yet. So using this oxidized copper designer paper, I cut out 4 of this little branch, and I cut out 4 of these rounds, and I don't know how many to use, and 4 leaves, and I colored them all different colors, fall type colors. Then I cut out 1 of the wheat. Isn't that fun? Not sure how these are all going to fit together. And Laurie, the one who made the sample card, she tells me, when I watch the videos, I tell you what to do, but you just don't listen. So I'm sure she's telling me, put it there. Tony might be home. Okay. And what's nice about having the white background with the gold is when I put my images that have a white background on them, it's not as obvious of the outline. Okay, so let's fold this. And when you fold it, make sure that the top is aligned and the bottom is aligned. Only because on the sample, somehow I think I did it a little crooked. Okay, so this is going to go like that, and that will go like that. Let's see if it fits in better the other way. It fits in a little bit better this way, and there always is a little bit of a lip, a little hangover right here. A hangover. Okay, so here's this. Let's build the card. Then we can decorate it. Oh, thank you. Here, put it right in here. Look at that. Thank you. Okay, back on track. So this is going to go in the middle. And I'll tell you, when I was doing the first one, I pulled it up 3 times, and I'll show you why. It seems easy enough just to put in the middle, right? Right in the middle here. And conveniently, there's lines on the designer paper. So to me, that looks good. I'm going to go a little bit quick. But when you open this up, how's that look? See, this one's looking a little bit better. When I did the first one, this side was narrow, this side was big. It's like, oh, pull it up. And then I did it again, and then it was way off. Like, see how these sides are equal? And it's lining up with the paper? Okay, lucky. Okay, so there is that. Now I'm going to attach it to these little flaps with glue. So to do that, not that it's hard, I'm going to do a couple strips of glue and keeping it maybe a bit thin so it'll dry quick, but it'll be strong. Then when the card is open, do it like that, and let's make sure, oops, Okay, that's good. Because see, I want to make sure that once it's all closed up, I want it to be flat so it'll still go into the envelope. Okay, so then this one goes over. Let's put glue on this one. Fair food. I remember, and I don't know why I ate this, in my youth, funnel cakes. And then at home, we tried to make funnel cakes, and we did. And then we tried it again, and we did. We ate so many of them. So if this doesn't go perfectly flat, that's okay. Most important is you're able to tuck it into an envelope. Okay, so now I have all these beautiful elements, and I really don't have a plan beyond this. I think this is beautiful. So how about one of these? I do like these with the crumb cake on it. So to do that, oh, maybe I can have like 3 of them. No, that looks silly. Maybe 3 leaves. So to do the crumb cake, I stamped it in copper clay. Then I colored this in with crumb cake. Purposely not very good. It's not 100%, but that's part of the plan. And the ink does smear. The copper clay ink does smear a little bit when using the blends, but again, that's okay too, because it makes it look like kind of belongs. Then with the crumb cake dark, there's areas that I can see. Oh, I missed that. And here it didn't stamp very well, so I'm going to go over that with crumb cake dark. And then just other areas that I missed when I was coloring it with the crumb cake light. And when it dries, it will dry smoother in color. The center. But just kind of follow the patterns. Because if you have a blob going at an angle, it's very obvious and it doesn't look all that good. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that. So I still have some areas that are vanilla, like right over here and here. Didn't do any blending, and the copper clay did do a little bit of smearing, but that's okay. Okay, so and then to color these, and we'll be doing leaves on the inside, I have 4 different colors. This is Poppy Parade, light dark with cherry dark. This is Olive, light dark with daffodil light. This is Wild Wheat dark with daffodil light and dark. And Cajun Craze with pumpkin pie. Okay, so there's pretty elements. This one looks a little crooked. So I'll use this one. It's going to go over there. Oh, that ribbon. Where's that ribbon? I don't know that this is... I don't think it's... This ribbon is really pretty, but I don't think it's... like the color is deep enough. I think it's just going to kind of blend in with all this beautifulness. I think that blends just a little bit too much. Well, so I'll put some ribbon on the top. Well, that's interesting. I like it, how it looks. I was thinking, oh, green, this is all about fall, but that works just fine. Ooh, we have another one of these. Maybe the top could get 3. because there's the greeting on this one and the wheat on this one. That's a little bit too. How's that? That's a little better. Has to be gold, it can't be silver. Oh, that's pretty. I know, maybe a like a swoosh underneath of the copper clay. And a double bow. If I could find the end of it. Tiny. I cut it too small. Okay, it's kind of cute. Kind of matchy though. I don't have this color in there, but the it's dark enough, it's heavy enough. Now let's see what this does. I think this is going to work. Okay, so I'll do the roll up behind the stump. So this one I think is a little easier. Okay, so I'll start out by putting one dimensional. I have all the markers right here. Oh, and if you need anything, if you like any of the products, I'll have them listed. But, and you don't already have a demonstrator, I would love if you can order using this host code at my online store. I appreciate you that do that. Okay, so put this here, right in the middle, kind of as the anchor. And I'm thinking this can go right on here. And where's the wheat? The wheat can go, I guess it could stand up that tall because the card top is up here. It can go here. Or maybe I should have the leaves like they're trickling, they're falling. I'll do that. Okay, so the wheat is going to go on flat. Glue from here down. And then I'll have to put more dimensionals under that circle because I was a little wimpy. Just so I'm able to tuck stuff underneath it. And the leaves are going to go on top because it's like they're falling. So the words can go on now. Oh, I still have those bling to put on. That's all it needs after this. And this can go right there. Oh, that's pretty. Just a little bit of glue. Go right there. I like it against the dark because then it really shows up. Okay, dry. I'll push it down more in just a minute. Then this can go. I want it to look like it's just kind of drifting down. It's falling. You know how leaves do what they do. This one, I must have cut it close to the edge of the paper, stamped it, because it's got a flat spot over here. Can't have that. Okay, so glue there and a dimensional here. Maybe two dimensionals. Okay, and then this one, I want some kind of different angle, but still like it's falling, just like that. So, no dimensionals here, not at the tip, and glue here. Just like that. Okay, this part is done other than bling. Let's see how that is. That's cute. It's very fall-like. Okay, so now what is the plan over here? Oh, I want to do this thing. So to do that, because this is a little bit thick, well, I'll just do it like regular. Because the in color jute is thick, I was hesitant because I usually put dimensionals on here and then I have the jute stick to it, but I'll put one more in the middle, maybe a little one. But because it's so thick, I don't know that the dimensionals are going to have a chance to really stick. So I'm going to take the jute, wrap around a few times, do it in a figure 8, and stick it on the back. Okay, that looks good. Those are a little bit too similar, too equal. So I'll move them around. I like the ends hanging out. So this can go just like that. So here's where the hesitancy is. It's because I have dimensionals under there, it's like it doesn't really want to stick. Well, more. I could do more. Then it'll definitely stick. Okay, so this is going to go maybe at an angle, and these can tuck underneath. Now you put all those dimensionals under, they're not wanting to tuck underneath. And these leaves are falling from the right to the left, so how about these can trickle in this direction? Maybe this can go. No. Just like that. How is that? It's a little crazy. Maybe. What do you do when you kind of don't like something? I like this side. I think if I put any of these words, and this is so petite, I think these would look too big. I could put "You've got this." This one can't be here because that's going to hit it. Good thing we caught that. There, there. How about this be more of a bouquet? That might work. With the bow right in the middle. I should have had this figured out. Okay. Put a few glue dots on here because I know the bow is going to cover that. See, this is kind of introducing a whole new color, which I really didn't want to do. But I like the strength of the color. It makes a statement. Okay, note to self, have a plan next time. See that? That's pretty. The other one I did a double bow. Okay, off with all this, and then we'll just decorate from here. Definitely is fall though. So I'm not liking this bow because I can't see the gold over here. So double bow it is. Double bow makes everything better. I'll try to do a small one though. Okay. See this one, it just gets lost in there. It's too matchy-matchy. Okay, let's see how this is. Back and go there. Or maybe a little lower. so we could see, because if I put it there, you can't even see the little stump thing. Okay. This can go here, and a few decorations. There, I'm liking that better. This one just might be on the inside. Okay, just like that. Somehow that's better. Okay, it's kind of like a bouquet. Whew. Got that. And this one can hang over the crease because it's going to go over here. Actually, that looks pretty good, just like that. A little panic there. It's like, what am I to do? It's a whole bunch of pretty pieces, but they just weren't going together. And one more. It's feeling like fall lately. And I like summer best. Okay, so there it is. Oh, let's do the embellishments. That's always most fun, decorating. This ribbon, you know, I will put blackberry in here and color it. Okay. This one, because it's so busy, I think it's going to be little bling only. Oh, that's nice. One, oop, lost the glue dot. Sure is sparkly. Okay, I'll hold it up. These ribbon ends need trimming. It's a whole lot going on. You know, you don't do cheap cards. Okay, there it is. Okay, so to do this piece here, dear friend, any other words? I think I'm just going to leave it just because there's so much going on the front. So let's do a few leaves, just kind of falling down, but leave room to write. And I need to incorporate that deeper Blackberry Bliss color. Okay, you don't want much room to write, right? So for colors, Blackberry Bliss is here. And what other colors? How about Blackberry, Cherry Puppy, and I'm going to do the pumpkin pie just to keep with the rust type colors. Okay, so blackberry, cherry, and pumpkin pie. All of them have 3 colors. This one doesn't have 3 colors. Maybe I'll do the cherry dark. Well, you know, when in doubt, gotta try it. Okay, so blackberry, dark. Ooh, I was gonna say I could go to freesia, but that's a whole nother something. Blackberry light and cherry. Doesn't work. Maybe cherry light. Or maybe mauve. No, that's just too bright. Mauve. That almost looks like blackberry light. Mauve light. Okay. But that kind of ruins this rich effect by using mauve. Okay, it's just going to be blackberry, 2 colors. I am indecisive today, huh? Okay, so blackberry I'm going to put as a middle one. Just so that it makes its presence known. And I'm going along the veins. Two layers of color. Then blackberry light to fill in the rest. This marker might be running out of energy. Yeah, it's getting tired. See if I could get it to last through this one leaf. Oh, it's getting tired. Hold on. Blackberry light. Oh yeah. That's much better. I think some leaves, they kind of have a purple hue to them. But maybe when they go from cherry, then they turn into blackberry bliss. Okay, so that leaf is done. So looking at this, cherry is over here, so I'll put cherry at the top. Cherry Poppy Parade. So I'm going to go over the leaf veins with two bits of color. Then Poppy Parade dark, and I'm going to go everywhere, leaving room for the Poppy Parade light on the edges. Fill in the rest of it. Not really taking time to blend. It's so small. So this room, this card, all you have room to write is, dear friend, thinking of you, or something small, because I took up all the room with leaves. Okay, and then pumpkin pie. So I'll do Cajun, another thing. Ooh, this marker is new. It's ready to roll. Not dry at all. That's nice. Okay, and pumpkin dark. Allowing room for pumpkin light on the outside edges. That Cajun Craze marker, every time, has a yucky smell. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? And the yellow markers seem to have a real strong smell. Not yucky like Cajun Craze. Okay, and finish it up with pumpkin light. Get all the spots remaining. Okay, let's see, how's that look? Pretty. Okay, that's gonna go right in here. These are falling. Okay, so that is it for today's project. Thanks for going on the journey with me. There it is. Okay, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.